Hello and welcome to another video. Today is another short one just because it's a digital sketch day. So I've talked about this also in last week's sketchbook tour video where I popped up this little, what's it called? A sketch of the Fates. And it's actually the second time, this is the third time I've actually tried to draw the Fates in this particular pose. I don't know if you guys know who the Fates are, but they're from Greek mythology. Basically, they're the three old ladies, and they determine like how long your life is. Basically, one makes the thread of your life, the other one measures the thread of your life to see how long your life is going to be, and the third one cuts the string when it's time for you to basically die, kick the bucket. And so I always wanted to draw the Fates, and so I've been having this idea kicking around for at least 7 years. So I decided I'm gonna finish it. So when it comes to the idea for the pose, it genuinely is not anything too exciting or out of the ordinary or anything like that. I really planned for the drawing to shine more through when it comes to the coloring, because I do want the string to be glowing, kind of like in Hercules. If you guys have ever seen Hercules, the thread of fate or whatever, I think it just glows when it's gold for the gods, but I like the idea that it was just glowing in general. So I wanted the string of fate to glow, and they're all looking at it, and I wanted them to be sort of kind of different ages, I guess. I wanted one to be like the younger one, and the one who cuts with the scissors to be like the older, more mature one, and then the one who's like measuring it to be sort of kind of, I don't know, the middle one, I guess. And so I tried to convey that with the shape of their faces. I feel like the shapes of their faces are actually pretty similar towards the end, so I'm not entirely sure how well I executed that idea. But yeah, and also I didn't really draw them with any clothes, just because I felt like, well, the thread of fate is going to be glowing pretty bright, so maybe you just don't notice that they have clothes on. And also, things are artistic, okay? Not everybody needs to have clothes on in art. Sometimes they don't have clothes on, and sometimes the clothes are like implied, I guess. It's like, of course they have clothes on, we're just not seeing them right now, okay? It's not about the clothes of it all, it's about the idea, and the idea is more of the string of fate than anything else. And also I was lazy, and I was like, I don't know what fucking clothes to put these guys in, and I didn't want to draw like Roman style or Greek style togas or tunics or whatever. I was like, that shit is so lame. Not that it's lame, but it's like, I don't know, I've never been good at drawing like chiffons and stuff like that, or kittens, whatever that they're called, their robe things. Them shits is hard to draw, okay? Draping cloth is hard to draw, and so I was like, you're not catching me doing any of that shit. So they're gonna be naked. And then when it came to their hairstyles, there is a little bit of thought put into it. They are pretty modern hairstyles, just because this is not it's a drawing of the Fates, but also it's more of the idea of like the concept of the Fates and the Fates themselves. If I was gonna draw like the actual Fates, I would put like the effort into it, but it's like really not supposed to, not 100% be representative of the Fates. It's just something fun, sweet, fast, basically. But yeah, and so pretty much the youngest one, I wanted to have the shortest hair, and then the oldest one, the one in the center, I wanted her to have the longest hair, and then the middle one, her hair is supposed to be sort of medium length, and I was like, I don't know what medium length hair is, I don't know. So I just decided instead we'd just give her like this sort of like curvy, wavy sort of hair, just to show like she's kind of like she's got like a sort of menacing expression, and so maybe to pair with that, we would just have like a wild sort of hairstyle. That was the thought process behind it. I don't know if these are good choices, but I put thought into things. So thinking about things, does that make them good? I don't know. You guys tell me. You guys think about that and let me know. Anyway, that's pretty much the whole process. The middle one does have sort of like a braid. I don't draw braids, and I think you can tell by the shape of that braid, I don't fucking draw braids, so it's not the best, but it's better to practice than to not try at all. So that was me practicing. And then this is me trying to do the hands. Listen, guys, the hands kicked my ass, and I always knew that they would kick my ass, but you know what? It's okay, because I kept trying, and I got them to a state where they are not that bad. And that's the difference between me from the past and me now. Me now is like, hey, listen, these hands might be hard, but I'm going to get them into some sort of shape that looks like a hand. Before I would have been like, oh, I'm going to give up this drawing, it's too hard. Now I'm like, yeah, that hand, maybe it's not the best, but it's a hand. And when you look at that hand, when you look at these hands, you think, those are definitely hands. And that's all they really need to be. That's all hands really need to be is hands. They don't have to be, oh my god, so beautiful, so awesome, but they need to be hands. Anyway, that's the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed spending this time with me. I'll go ahead and see you in the next one. Bye.